like.
And welcome out here to Cazalys Arena on a nice warm Sunday afternoon for the round 6 clash between Palmerston Magpies, the Darwin Buffaloes. I'll get it right shortly. The Darwin Buffaloes are playing Southern Districts. That's the third placed. Buffaloes are playing the 5th place Districts. Buffaloes, of course, undefeated, but their percentage dropped them down to 3rd. Looking forward to a very good game. My fellow commentator here is Natasha Medbury. She's going to tell you who will win and why.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one here. I would have had Crocs for sure, but Maddie Dennis is as a laid out. We've just heard from Shannon Rusker that there's an injury with Maddie Dennis, which was nice of Shannon to give us some inside info, wasn't it?
It was very good.
So plays underway here. Crocs move the ball forward. So I think I'll stick with Crocs today. Who are you going with?
Yeah, I think Districts will get over the line, but the Buffaloes are playing confident, hard-running footy, and if they can get a good start...
A little bit of push and shove already.
They'll be right in this. They've got some good players. Blake Coleman's playing again, the former Brisbane Lion. He's in the starting 22, and Tommy Walsh. And, of course, Baxter Mensch... Tasha got 44 touches last week, would you believe? 44 touches.
Yeah, leather poisoning. We've just seen Jed Anderson, their number 17 for the Crocs, of course, playing against his family club, and his brother is the assistant coach for the Buffaloes, of course, so it'd be a bit different for him playing against them for the first time. Won a premiership with them before he
went down.
Yeah, no, with the Thunder was his brother that won the premiership. So just picked up here. Good kick away, and it hit the post halfway up there. Good pickup and shot on goal there, and that was Roy George. So through for a minor score.
Yes, he had every opportunity, but unfortunately hit the post halfway up.
So they moved the ball pretty quickly here, but it's resulted in a turnover. I reckon that's Fijo that had a shot on goal as well.
All happening here in the early minutes.
Ronald Fijo, and all for the Crocs at the moment. So the ball hasn't gone past halfway as yet for the Buffaloes. Let's see this time if they can move it. And again, cut off by the Crocs. Goes across to Jed Anderson. Sideways, plays on quickly again. Seems to be the game plan here for Southern Districts. Couldn't gather the ball there was Jake McQueen. He's an underrated player, Jake McQueen. Love the way he goes about his footy.
Very smooth operator, isn't he? Both clubs on winning runs, Tash. Districts won their last 3, and the Buffaloes, of course, undefeated with 4 in a row. So they're going along very nicely, and so are Districts.
Yeah, definitely the game of the round, I feel, today's game. So umpire tosses that in. Goes to ground. There was Nathan Stewart in the ruck. Here we go again, McQueen. Pushed as he kicked the footy, but lands perfectly in the lap of the big full forward down there, and Jared Brander. So
yes, the former West Coast Eagle and Gold Coast Sun.
He's a big unit, isn't he?
Yes, if he gets going, it's going to be a big task there for the man on him.
So
not that far out either.
No, the man on the mark, about 20 metres from goal. He's gone back a long way. Can he get the first goal for the day? And he does. So Brander with the first goal. The Southern Districts have had all the ball, like I said, hasn't got past halfway yet for the Buffaloes. Pretty hard contest already for the Buffaloes defence.
And of course the replacement ruckman for Matthew Dennis, we mentioned, he's got a sore ankle and a bit of a knee as well. He's a guy called Wyatt Ryan from Central Districts in Sandford. He played last week against the Maggies. You may have seen him down there at Fred's Pass, but he's 6'3" and about 98 kilos, so he's a big lump of a boy. Yeah,
big win by the Crocs last week, 158-27 against Palmerston at home. And Buffaloes also, like you said, had a win, and they won by 36 points over Tiwi last week. And their start in the game against Tiwi was they got a really good start in the first quarter, so they'll want to have that here today as well. And again, said it last round and this round, the bouncing hasn't been too flash lately. I think the grounds are so rock hard due to no rain that
they are a lot metal.
So we've seen it a bit yesterday and Friday and last week. So here they go. Can Buffs actually move it forward? Baxter Mensch, Embleton got a hard one. He's still down. Keep an eye on him. There we go. Yes, finally a mark.
He's a bit sore, but he's up and about.
So good mark. Stafford. We know he can roost the footy as well. So he's directly in front. but the man on the mark is about 48 from goal. There's a breeze going behind him, so the breeze is going to that end.
The man from South Alice Springs.
So, just aim for that right goalpost, and the breeze should bring it back around. And he does that. The goal umpire does not move. A good reply there to the Buffaloes, and Stafford has his first on the board, and so do the Buffaloes in nearly 5 minutes into the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a powerful kick from Big Staff. He got right onto that, and he did exactly as he must have had a microphone on. Listen to you, because he kicks it left to right, and it went straight through the high diddle.
Yeah, he's actually a better set shot from further out, I feel, with Stafford. It just one step. He's just so relaxed when he kicks the footy.
It was a thumping kick, that's for sure. What 50 metres easily?
Yeah, with a slight breeze. So Buffalo's ranked second for disposal efficiencies, least amount of clangers, second most marks in the league, and least amount of 1%ers in the league, least amount of spoils, and least amount of free kicks against. Which is very unlike the Buffaloes.
Which brings me to the point there that districts are opponents have got the most 50-metre penalties.
Yeah.
So the Buffaloes' discipline is going to have to be spot on.
So here we go forward, chain of hand passes. Handball by Schwartz. Handball over the top. Good handball as well there to Rusker. Rusker dispossessed. Roy George is in there. Picked up now, shot on goal by Ross. And it just falls short. Mark that there, Matty Campbell.
Yes.
Might have the sun in his eyes, actually.
The veteran Matty Campbell. What a great career he's had in the Northern Territory.
Croc's also the highest efficiency with handballs. So we've seen a number of handballs already to start this game.
Yeah.
We're only 6 minutes in. Out wide there to Jackson Clark. Goes long to a contest. Stafford a long way up the ground. So Nathan Stewart, handballs while he's laying on the ground. I like that by Daniel Stafford. He led to make a contest there, and long way from goal, but he impacted that contest as well. I like to see him a little bit, up the ground and getting
up the
involved.
ground and moving around, yeah. We rarely see Big Staff in the ruck, which surprised me a bit, because I think he'd be a good big man with his palming.
When he played a season or two at Maggie's, they chopped him out in the ruck a couple of times. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I don't think they've had to at Buffs.
At Buffs as yet, yeah.
Yeah, they might, because I noticed that Atkinson is not listed for Buffaloes today. So
yeah, they've got Nathan Stewart, I think, in the first ruck.
So Stewart is
so
there.
they're a bit down on size, especially against that giant I mentioned before, Wyatt Ryan.
Oh, and the second goal, good snap-on goal there by Southern Districts, and that player was Matthew Johnson.
He had a very good game last week too, didn't he, down at Fred's Pass? Was given their BOG votes, actually. The boy from Ballarat. So this heat will be hurting him a bit, you would think.
Yeah, I thought that yesterday as well with Ryan Clark playing his first game for Waratahs after being delisted by Sydney Swans, and he played out the whole 4 quarters, didn't come off once. And it was a 2 o'clock game. I was quite impressed with that, because not very many ex-AFL players lasted a full game at the 2 o'clock. It was pretty hot yesterday.
I spoke to Ryan Ayres about Clark, and he was quite impressed. He got a bit of an ordinary start, but after he got into the rhythm, he was quite good.
Yeah, he was. And you're right, it took him probably the quarter to just get a feel for it.
Yeah.
Probably the heat as well, but...
So he'll be an asset to Waratahs, no doubt about that.
That's a big hit put on Pembleton again. Geez, they've hit him twice. He's going to come off here. And there's Rusker. Handball didn't hit the target there.
He looks a bit sore around the hand, wrist area.
Yeah, he copped an earlier knock in the first couple of minutes, and then they've gone at him again. So Pembleton's come off.
Still shaking his wrist as he walks off.
Oh, sorry, that's Baxter
Looks
Mensch.
okay. He's got himself a drink, so that's...
Yeah, that's Mensch, sorry. That's why they're targeting him. They don't want the ball in his hands, Crocs. So boundary throw-in was shallow. Both ruckmen missed it. Probably needed to call that back, the umpire. So they'll reset here. And I reckon, yeah, the boundary umpire's just coming a little bit closer, which is the right thing to do. So here you go. Stafford's in the ruck.
There you go.
We thought he might have to chop out. Just Nathan Stewart, the nominated ruck today. There he is there. He's come off after a bit of a hit.
Here's a go if he can hook it on goal. Young Stokesy couldn't get it.
So kick forward, chopping it off as Moroney. Handy player he is, Moroney.
Very clever player.
Kick forward there by Palmer. And a mark taken
By his skipper.
by Jared Stokes.
That's what they say in football. Kick the ball to your captain all the time and you'll get a game the next week.
And the man on the mark again, about 48. He's got a long kick, the breeze behind his back. But Jared Stokes likes to play on in this instance because he's actually a better running shot on goal than a set shot. You'll see him get a run on there. Goes long and just faded across. So needed to aim for that right goal post. So through for a minor score. So 14 plays 7. We've gone 10 minutes in the first.
So a pretty even contest at this stage.
Yeah, all the ball was with Crocs to start with, but they've done well to hold up the flow. So Pembleton, just a chip over the top through Bowden. Mr. Reliable down there for Crocs as always, Michael Bowden, and that goes out of bounds just in front of the big ruckman and Ryan. So on the centre wing, just forward a centre wing here for the Buffs. This time, yeah, the ruck just come out. Well done, because they're got the bigger man in there, brings it to ground. Matt Watkins, and hits the post. So 3 for a minor score, takes them to 8. Crocs play on quickly here.
Oh, the kick wasn't the best.
Yeah, bounced kindly for his teammate. Then they come out wide. Get in there first again as the Crocs. So good mark there taken by Dalhouse. Chip, and looking for Staunton, but smashed away from the captain. So well done at Matty Campbell. He read that. Matty Campbell left his opponent to spoil that one. So good work. Ryan got it down. Geez, he's a big unit up close, isn't he, the Ryan?
Yeah. As I said, 98, probably 100 odd kilos now in the off season for him down there.
And Staunton gets the ball to Schwartz. Schwartz handballs into the centre. Dalhouse there puts it in front of Brander. Brander overran the footy. Help without the footy, I thought, and they dive on top of it. What is the umpire going to call? He's not getting rid of it. Now it comes out. Picked up here by the Crocs. Again, Brander has it. Snap on goal. Oh, well read there. I think that's McQueen, is it?
Yes, he ran around and got himself in front
No,
of him.
I think they've called that touched. So it must have been touched off the boot.
So they're going to bounce?
Yep. Yeah, throw it up here, right in front of the goal square. So about 20 metres out. Dangerous here. You can see back cement 22 around the back of the pack there. Comes out to Schwartz. Schwartz, a second, third attempt. Drops the footy, and that's holding the ball.
Yes,
well done.
Yeah, the umpire gave him ample time to get rid of it.
So Trent Burgoyne's back in the side as well today. There he is. With the footy, as I mentioned him, he dropped the footy, but there's Tim Eldridge. Under pressure. Puts it down.
Hawkins.
Nicky.
Youngs.
Yeah, Coco Nicky, that's a good tackle there on Coco Nicky, and the ball finally goes out of bounds. So just forward to centre wing once again here for the Darwin Buffaloes. Commentary side. We're set up on the hill here next to the timekeeper's box here at Cazalys. You're watching AFL NT's coverage of the 2023-24 TIO NTFL season from Cazalys Arena here in Darwin. Comes out the back, kick forward by Sharples. Good to see Sharples back in the team as well. His experience and leadership, vital for them. McQueen ducks the tackle. That should be holding the footy. Didn't get hands to that one. Umpire lets it play on. Number of players around here. Sharples goes in again. Comes out the back. Right, Seaton Kernoff kicks it forward. And it trickles out of bounds deep in the left forward pocket here for the Buffaloes. We've gone 14 minutes in the first.
Yes, 2 goals, 2 to 1-2. So there's not much in this. Darwin's running game, and of course the possession game short kicking and long kicking of Southern Districts.
See who. Interested to see who goes in the ruck here. For Buffs. Yeah, again, that time it was Matt Watkins in the ruck there against the big fella.
Handballs.
Comes out to Palmer. Here's Jackson Clark, ran down from behind. That should be holding the footy. It is. No awareness there. And Waistcoat, who's had a good couple of weeks.
He has, yeah.
Young Waistcoat.
Stanley.
And a rising star, I believe, the other week. It's through the middle. Kick there forward. Bounces over the top. Schwartz is in there. Buffs defence under a bit of pressure here. Comes out now to George. Goes back to Staunton. Staunton puts it up for the big full forward. He got mitts to it but couldn't take the mark front and centre. Does it dribble through? It does. So good front and centre, good Crummers goal there from Ross.
Yes, a very clever one actually. He knew he had arms and legs in front of him and just rolled it through. Very clever football. And another goal to Southern Districts, Tash.
Yeah, 3-2-20 now, 1-2-8. So 15 and a half gone in the first. We were talking about stats as well, that districts have the most tackles, most clearances, most ground ball gets, most forward 50 marks. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Most intercept marks in the league, and tied in second highest hitouts, which is understandable when you've got Matty Dennis.
So they've definitely come good since losing their first couple to Waratahs and St Mary's. They won the last three, and that's why the stats are like they are. Very relaxed over there on the Southern Districts bench too, Tess. There's no...
Yeah, we're right in between the benches here. It's pretty good. On Friday night, we were set up right next to the Magpies bench as well, and it's just interesting to see the way they go about it. You know, the coaches talk. You can hear Shannon now.
He's talking work rates.
Work rates to the two players that are looking to come on, which is his nephew, Brandon Rusker, and Taj Stanley. So back with the play. In midfield, well read. So there's an intercept mark. He played on there. Good work by the umpire.
What's happened? Has he called him?
Yep. He did take 2 steps forward there. So good call by the umpire. That was Pemberton.
That's a night. Oh, he dropped the mark. He did everything right.
Matt Watkins.
Matt Watkins, yeah.
Then tries to get it to his captain. They kick it out. Here the Crocs under pressure. Handball to a running teammate, and now the ball trickles over. So Fijo was there. Initiated the first hand pass. There's Baxter Mensch, number 22.
Who's going to take the ruck? The big fellow Wyatt looks like he's going to go in.
Yeah, he's against Sharples. So Sharples uses his body. That's the experience there from Charlie Sharples.
The boy from Daly River.
Yeah, he's had a good career, hasn't he, Charlie?
Yes, there was talk of him getting drafted at one stage.
So they don't even contest that ruck, which is probably a good thing. Just stay down and become another mid. You know, when they're so dominant, I think, you know, that sort of works. So free kick to Mensch. Geez, they're really getting into him, Gray.
Big fellow Stafford end up with it.
Oh, intercept nearly. Kicked off the ground. Oh, they're on here, the Crocs. Ball gets out the back. Here's Schwartz. Schwartz goes long, and good work there by Williams. Kelvin Williams left his opponent. Yes, so well.
He definitely backed himself, didn't he? Ran straight up the ground, and now here come the Buffaloes.
He's so important for them since he's come back, Kelvin Williams.
There's Stafford.
Long, and there's big Stafford now. This is just on his range. I reckon the man on the monk's about 55 from goal. Up goes the short one. And loose checking there by the Crocs. And the mark has been taken.
Looks like Blake Coleman, is it?
Yeah, I think it is Coleman.
He's come up with a kick about how far? It would be about 40 metres out.
Number 27, yep.
Former Brisbane Lion listed player.
Now we know he's got a big leg, so...
Yeah, so the distance won't worry him, Tash, it's just accuracy.
Yeah, needs to again aim for that right goalpost. Let the breeze swing it around. That's how it works down there. And he aims for the left. And yeah.
They aren't listening, Tash.
No, they're not. I might have to go out to the huddles at quarter time and just give a bit of a inside knowledge of the ground here.
Only one that listened was Big Staff when he kicked their only goal early in the quarter. And that is the score. 3-2 20 districts, and the Buffaloes are 1-3-9. How long have we been going there?
19 and a half minutes, so we're nearly hitting time on. Won't be too much time on, only 4 goals kicked so far.
That looks like a free kick. No, it's marked out there.
So Johnson chips it into the corridor, bounces, not a good kick, under pressure now, gets it back. Pemberton will get it back. No, just missed him. Good work there by Stewart for the Buffs. So 1-on-1, and the ball just carried with that breeze, and it's gone out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So deep in the right forward pocket this time for the Darwin Buffaloes.
Yes, it looked like Big Stafford had his name written all over that, but
yeah,
went over his head.
So then he's not going to go on the ruck this time. So Matt Watkins is in the ruck, and there's a free kick. I've heard the whistle, and it's going the way of the Buffaloes.
Off the ball, yep.
Free kick. Is it Matt Watkins? I think it is. It's Matt Watkins there. It's almost like he may have been shepherded out of the contest there, because he was in the ruck. Quite sure.
He's right on the other side. Looks like a number 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Matt Watkins. So again, aim for that right with the breeze behind you. We'll bring it around, and it goes through the big stick. So they've got their second on the board. The Darwin Buffaloes takes them to 14, trailing here by 5 points.
Now, Matt Watkins, yes, he kicked 5 goals here the other night when I commentated with you, Tash, when they beat Palmerston. He did very well that night with 5 goals. And the Buffalo coaching staff be hoping for a repeat.
Yeah, he's a pretty handy player up in that forward line. They're making the changes. It is pretty hot here today.
Yes, the big fellow White came off for a 5-minute drink, and he's back on. There's no mucking around here at districts.
No, they're...
And of course, who came off but the skipper.
They're well drilled here. So they're saying it's 34 here at the moment, partly cloudy.
In fact, it was Ethan Maney.
But it feels like 38. I reckon it feels more like 40. So back in the middle. Ryan up against Stewart. Stewart does well. Takes it out of the ruck. Well done. Gets the clearance here for the Buffaloes. With 1-on-1 contest there. Coco Nicky is pushed under the footy by Pemberton. And that trickles over the boundary line once again. In the right forward pocket here for the Buffs. This time Stafford puts his hand up for the ruck.
Yep.
And this is where they need to be careful. He's up against Ryan. Ryan, the bigger opponent, but Stafford does this quite well, where he can pluck it out of the ruck and actually get boot to ball pretty quickly. So
got his small men around him, including Nick Yarron, who we haven't seen much of yet.
No, not yet. Called him too much. There's Chrissy Williams, number 21, close to the boundary line.
Appeals for deliberate, but the umpire said, give me the ball.
Good to see him back in Buffalo's colours.
It is, yes.
You know, and back on playing Premier League footy as well, Chrissy Williams.
No, he can play, Chris Williams. There's no doubt about that.
Had a bit of a lingering knee issue for a while, so hopefully that's cleared up and he can get back to playing his best footy. That's dropping the ball. The umpire let that go.
That's Matt Watkins' snap.
Oh, and he's kicked it. He's got his second within a matter of minutes and puts the Buffaloes for the first time in front today by a point.
Very, very confident snapper. He never even looked. Just straight over the left shoulder. Goal.
Knew where the goals were. We've gone 23 minutes. Won't be long until quarter time. So it all started the way of the Crocs to start this game, and then in the last 5 to 8 minutes, it swung back the way of Buffaloes.
To give them a 1-point lead, Tash, coming into time on. So they'll be very happy with that. As you said, a bit of a sloppy start, but they've certainly fought their way back into the game.
The umpires go in, and I reckon they're going to start just tossing it up. Yep. I don't even reckon they're going to bother with the bounce. There's Ryan, got the tap down, but Stewart went straight down to Stewart. So Stewart's using it to his advantage, gets the ball back.
Here they come again.
And the Buffaloes go into the forward 50. Oh, well read there by the Crocs defender. Kicks it out wide looking for Fijo. Doesn't bounce kindly for him. Has to turn around, but it's 2-on-1. Well done there to the Buffaloes.
Antonio James.
Yeah, held it up pretty well. Here they go now. Fijo kept running. chips it in front of our commentary box. So here's George. Fijo could have got it back, ignores that. Goes sideways. Oh, he plays on. He's going to get done here. Schwartz. Oh, he shrugs the tackle. That was Nicky Yarran. You don't see that very often. Usually he lays those. Again, Williams with the big fist. Trent Burgoyne. And spins, and Jed Anderson misses it from 7 metres out. And then Timmy Eldridge gets into him.
Yes. Both, well, one.
They would have been juniors, I reckon, playing footy together back in the Buffaloes days, I reckon.
They would have played a lot of football together, the Eldridges and the Andersons.
So here's Nicky Yarran. And 50. So that's here we go. That was the only downside of the Croc stats, was they've given away the most 50s, and there it is.
Okay.
Most 50-metre penalties, 4.
So Nick will have a shot from what, 35? Should make the distance anyway.
Oh no, I think I've read that wrong.
I think it's 4,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, for them. So that one's gone against them. This takes him within range here. So Nicky Yarran. Back in the double blue, of course, this season. Looks good. It's got the carry. He's got his first on the board, and Buffaloes have their 4th. So right into time on here in the first quarter. Takes them out to a 6-point lead. Crucial miss up the other end by Jed Anderson has resulted in a goal to Nicky Yarran.
Rebounded straight down the other end, and that's their 3rd in a row, the Buffaloes. So they've certainly found the key to unlocking the Southern District's defence late in the first quarter.
Yeah, good crowd here as well today.
And this crowd built up nicely. Before the bounce I was looking over, it didn't look all that flash, but it certainly built up.
Yeah,
easily the match of the round that we're looking at.
Balcony's full. It's just that the sun is blaring into. They just didn't design the where everyone sits too well for these afternoon games. There's no shade.
Why they put the grandstand there, Taste? If it went on the other side, would have been ideal.
Yeah, there was already a school there, so we couldn't knock down the school to put it there.
Well, it's Aussie rules. It's Coleman. No, it's not Coleman.
No, that's Palmer. So Palmer goes back to Nicky Yarran. Yarran puts it in 2 against 1. Comes front and centre. Snap on goal. That was Coleman. Goes across everything. Misses everything. And out of bounds on the full. So free kick in the back left pocket here.
Gee, all of a sudden the game's changed, isn't it? It's all Buffaloes. They're getting the ball out of the middle and doing something with it.
Yeah, I think Crocs will be happy for a quarter time to actually come, so Shannon Rusker can regather his players and just get some game plans back into him. Mazzini's kick sideways was cut off, made his teammate have to work pretty hard. Dangerous position here. Here's Baxter Mensch. He's taken to ground, got the hands away first. And there's the siren to end the first quarter. So Darwin Buffaloes in front, 4-3-27. Southern Districts 3-3-21. We'll be back shortly.
The Sports Bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge, or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Cazalys Palmerston Club, making a difference.
Love exploring the Territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
And welcome back here to Cazalys Arena, where we're watching the Darwin Buffaloes and Southern Districts in the Round 2 NTFL clash of the 23-24 season.
Round 6.
Round 6, of course.
We're a quarter of the way through already.
All right, there you go, it's round 6. And, of course, the Buffaloes have a slow start, but they're leading at quarter time. Tash.
Yeah, they are, and as you said, the slow start, so Crocs got their goals on the board pretty early in the first probably 8-9 minutes of the game, and it really was, the momentum was all their way. It wasn't until about the 4 or 5 minute mark that the ball actually went past halfway for the Buffaloes, but their last 10 minutes were brilliant, and they're in front.
Yes, they've kicked the last 3, and players are starting to come in like Hassan Ahmad Watkins and Nick Yarran, starting to have an influence.
Yeah, they're undersized in the ruck, but it's not going against Nathan Stewart. He's been one of their best so far as he goes up. That time Ryan gets it down, but again, well sharked by the Buffalo. So sometimes you can have a dominant ruckman, but the other team actually read it a lot better. It doesn't go to your advantage.
The other team actually rose to him. Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
And that time he thumped it forward there, Ryan, but again, straight into the Buffalo's hands. He kicked it forward. Kicking to advantage here. He's chasing after the footy there with Crocs. Oh, good mark. So that was a good kick by Burgess that kicked it to George. Just puts it up. High flyers. They got into each other's way there, I think, Waste Coast and Brander. Big hit there off the footy. And the ball out of bounds for a boundary throw and about 60 around from the Crocs goal.
They got themselves out of trouble with a series of handballs, and I think that's the way they're going to have to go, I think, because they're definitely down on height, down back, the Buffaloes.
Yeah, they... Shallow throw in again, but punched away there for Crocs. So close to their goal, wrapped up with the umpire call. So he's going to ball it up about 10 metres from the Crocs goal. Eldridge, I think, was trying to claim a free kick there. Umpire said, give it to me. Dangerous position here. There's a clearing kick. I think that was by Burgoyne. Underneath it, Stafford. He's got 2 to beat. How does the ball bounce? Taps it to himself. Now Chrissy Williams comes through, gets to the footy, boots it forward. Well done,
Chris Williams, yes.
So Nicky was out there. Miss Williams went without the footy, just couldn't get down low enough to pick up that one. Crocs here with the numbers as they come away in defence through Stanley. Up and under kick. Oh, from the back there, but once again, Buffaloes with a clearing kick. Jared Stokes couldn't take the mark. Bounce towards the Crocs player again, going towards Brander. Brander one-on-one against Kelvin Williams. Brander gets the handball away. Matty Campbell will get there first. Shovels it to a teammate. They're under a bit of pressure here. The ball comes out. Matty Campbell gets it back again close to the boundary line. He dropped the footy. What does the umpire call? Play on. And chopped off there by Stewart.
He's been very good.
He has been very, very good. Goes out wide to a teammate out there.
Deep in the back pocket.
Plays on now. So goes to a one-on-one contest. Falls short. Crocs here with the numbers. They went to go... The big ruckman Ryan was calling for it, but it was ignored. Oh, nearly a good mark down there by Dalhouse. And slapped over the boundary line. What does the umpire call? No. So he's going to toss it in right on the paint of 50 down there for the Crocs. So once again, all the ball's been down that end to start this quarter. First 3 minutes. As the Buffaloes look to make some changes. So they're making 3 changes. Seaton Kernoff's here on the sideline, as is Antonio James and Palmer. So another stoppage, another ball up.
Yes, they're not allowing Southern Districts any room down there, which is a work so far.
So Ryan, there's Jed Anderson off the pack, but again a clearing kick by Crocs. Bounces outside the 50. Up there by Crocs player again. Kicks it to space. There's Nicky Yarran. Oh, just beats his opponent too easily there. Nicky Yarran turns, hits up Ahmad Watkins. It was thumped away from him. Oh, front on contact there, Ahmad Watkins. That's nearly a reportable offence, I reckon,
yes.
That one.
There are some unhappy players out there, particularly those in Buffalo jumpers.
Yeah, so Ahmad Watkins got someone there, as we see. That's Nicky Yarran, last to get up. So free kick
Can't see any books coming out. Tash, so obviously...
Oh, here we go. There's,
hang on, there might be one now.
Yep, there's a report. So the furthest umpire...
Mate Watkins.
Yeah, is reporting. It was front on there.
So the game's starting to heat up.
Stanley. So Taj Stanley with the free kick. It's a bit of a hold-up in play here, why the book came out. Don't see the book come out very often. Seen it last week against Stephen Motlop, actually. Very rarely do you get players actually reported during the game.
Yeah, it's normally...
it's a tribune, like they look at the replay and...
Normally the match review, isn't it?
Yeah.
That look after it.
Yeah. The book come out that time, so Bird just with the mark right in front of...
Yes, a very good lead by Brander, but also a very good foot pass by Johnson. He set up the big fellow. Yeah, put it head high, and the big arms just reached out like an octopus and grabbed it.
Yeah, very hard to spoil that one as Nicky Yarran and Jackson Clark come off for a spell. Replace them with Seaton, Kernoff and James, as we've got Brander goes for goal, and he's nailed it. He's got his second of the game, and Crocs have their first of this quarter, and we've got a tied game, 4-3 apiece, and we've gone nearly 6 minutes in the second quarter.
Yes, that's what the big fellow's up forward is supposed to do, mark and goal. Exactly what he did, Brander, and of course he led very well too. Very hard for Williams to stop him. So that, I think, puts the District boys in front.
No, it's a drop.
In fact, the scores are level, yeah.
27 apiece, so number of changes. Nicky Yarran comes back on. Brandon Rusker, Dean Staunton.
So the close contest continues.
Rigney for the Crocs.
We've got Wyatt up against Stewart in the ruck again. This will be interesting. Stewart competing at least on equal terms with him, Tash.
Oh, definitely. So again,
he won that one.
Yeah, he's actually won that, but the big ruckman's gone and got it back. Got it back to the player that just come on, Rigney. He's taken to ground. Getting there is Mensch. Mensch gets the handball back. Drives it inside the 50. Nicky Yarran, that was hands over the shoulder there, but umpire said, all right, that was okay, and it's going to be a boundary throw in.
Very lucky to get away with that. The number 7, the young Rusker.
So just 45 metres from goal here for the Buffaloes. Yet to score in this second quarter. We've gone 7 minutes. So Sharples, no, that was Palmer in the ruck that time. Kicked by James, 2 to beat. Probably should have taken the mark there, was Bowden. Slapped it forward, dispossessed, that's holding the footy. So free kick going the way of the Crocs. And that nearly was 50. Quickly went and picked it up and gave it back then. The umpire let him get away with that one. So Slee for the Crocs. Kicks it to a contest, dribbles over the top, close to the boundary line now. It goes over. So just forward a centre wing here for the Darwin Buffaloes.
Yes, it's panned out to be the match of the round, isn't it? It's a real even contest. These sides coming in on long winning runs.
Yeah.
And they're showing exactly why.
Yeah, it has been it's been a good contest so far, real arm wrestle. So here we go, Crocs forward. Go to the one-on-one, Brander from the back. Oh, good work there by Kelvin Williams. It gets to the back, Brander picks it up now. Good tackle by Kelvin Williams. Moroney comes to help, gives it to Campbell. Campbell on the left boot, kicks it out wide. He's got 2 players out there, but a good tackle by Schwartz. Buffs managed to rebound here. Good work, they can run. Has a few bounces, goes out wide to his captain. Oh, close to the boundary line. They sold himself into a bit of trouble here, the Crocs. They're making it a bit harder than what it should have been. Big Ruckman gets it now. Now it's a turnover, so Baxter Mensch again getting a few possessions this quarter. A bit quiet in the first. Now he's racking them up. Jared Stokes drops the mark. Bit of pressure now applied. Kicks it to the forward 50, and a good mark there by Matt Watkins. Crucial turnover out wide. The handball did not hit Dean Staunton, and it just created a turnover.
So this is their first shot at goal for the second quarter. Matt Watkins, he's already got 2, hasn't he?
Yep, already kicked 2 in the first.
So he's proved to be a pretty good target.
And this time,
can he finish this one off, Tash?
Yeah, this one you got to aim for the left goal post here.
Hopefully he's listening to you.
Yeah. And the breeze will pick it up. And he does.
He does.
And that's through the big sticks. He's got his third of the game. Buffaloes had their first of the second quarter.
He followed your instructions to the letter.
5-3-33, Southern Districts 4-3-27. We've gone 10 minutes in the second quarter. To see a few running repairs here on the Districts bench. So Jed Anderson just come off for a spell.
Gee, sometimes teams can make goal kicking look very easily, can't they? Once they lead up and find a bit of room and then convert with the boot.
Yeah, to the credit of the Crocs defenders, they rebounded really well, so they'd moved forward, but with that crucial turnover on the
Crucial turnover on the wing,
they were caught off guard, so that when the ball come in, they were all on the back foot. So,
and the Buffaloes used it very well.
When you got the ball in Jared Stokes' hand, delivering it into his forwards, you'd want that every day of the week.
He's a gem, isn't he?
Yeah, lace out. Ball up there again. They just let Ryan tap it, but it's to the advantage of the Buffaloes. It was Hill. James is underneath it. Good contest against Rigney. Sharples applies the pressure. Good work there by Seed and Kernoff to chop off the handball from Staunton and
push in the back. No. Yes.
George, late call there as George was running away with the footy. So Seed and Kernoff with the free kick. As Sharples comes off for a rest. Chrissy Williams is back on.
The umpire's been pretty consistent with that. They've looked after the man with the ball.
So it goes in the middle. Crucial if this turns over. It does. Fijo, again, didn't hit the target with his hand pass. Puts his teammate under pressure. They kick it forward to Brander. Brander picks it up now, but Williams is hot on his hammer. He falls over, gets the ball off to a teammate, has a shot on goal. It goes across the face, and Waste Coast can't get there in time. And it goes out of bounds on the full. So again, the breeze picked up that ball and it's carried over the line. Dangerous kick into the corridor. Williams, I think that is, goes long, looking for Stokes, but coming across.
Very
well
nice.
done there was Coleman.
He snatched that right out of the air, didn't he?
Coleman kicks it forward. There's Nicky Yarron again, strong hands.
Looking for an option. He's gone short down to the pocket.
Matt Watkins, good hands.
Done to work. It's an unusual moment.
Yeah, haven't called that name very often, I don't think. There's Bradley Stokes, gets the ball down. Coming through is Dalhouse for the Crocs. A turnover here. Coleman's got it. Looks inboard. Beautiful spot up. Good vision. And in the corridor is Coco Nicky.
Exactly what you said, Tash. Vision. That's what you get from playing at the elite level at some stage. Spotted Coco, and Coco will go back from what? Probably right on the 50 or inside 50?
I reckon he'll kick it.
Hard to see the white line from here.
I reckon when he kicks it, it'll be on the paint of 50. Yeah, the markings need to be redone on the oval here.
But terrific play by Blake Coleman.
Could have blazed away, but the vision and spotted up a teammate in the corridor. And Coco Nicky, noted goal kicker, and
the commentator's curse.
Yeah, didn't aim for that left goalpost enough. So the wind picks it, especially with the height of the footy as well. It'll push it. So again, the arm wrestle.
Would have been a handy goal, but
13 and a half minutes gone. 34 plays 27 in the Buffaloes' favour. So here's Ross against Moroney. Good match up, those two. And now
it's gone out over the
boundary line.
And don't forget you're watching AFL NT's coverage of round 6 of the 23-24 NTFL season, and we're watching the Darwin Buffaloes and Southern Districts at Cazalys Arena in probably the match of the round.
Yeah, match of the round, I reckon as well, Gray. We've picked a good one here. So, strong tackle. So just lifting the pressure here, Crocs. Stokes with the handball. Out wide is Baxter Mensch. I reckon he's picked up about 8 possessions this quarter. And Tom Bolt. So he's had a really quiet game.
Yeah, hasn't been able to work his way into it yet. Just getting back to Mensch, 44 touches last week.
Yeah, equal second highest, I believe.
Yeah, so he's certainly come in the man in form, but he did cop one early in the game around the rib area, but he seems to be back on track now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see who's picking him up. Fijo is. So he needs to... I think he's too damaging with that many touches. I think you need to almost tag him. Here's Jackson Clark using the boundary as his best friend there. Manages to stay in and then taken high. Out there was Stanley, I think that is. go to a contest. Ball bounces unkindly, taken from behind. Ball was come out in the tackle. Thought that should have been maybe holding the footy. The umpire thought otherwise. There's Sharples, I think that is. It comes out. Here's George. George with a shot on goal, and he's missed. They needed that goal. I know the contest is tight, 34 plays 28, but I feel that they needed that goal. The Crocs, just for the hard work rate. And there's a few hits off.
Yes, and the man under a bit of stress there is Jed Anderson, the former Buffalo, and he just copped another one when he went through the pack.
Yeah, so it's a 50. So Jed Anderson's going to get the free kick and the 50 and be taken to the goal line. So I reckon there might be a few reviews on this game.
And another reminder that there's no love lost.
Jed.
And Jed Anderson with his trusty left foot. And of course, giving him a 50-metre penalty is only another bonus, because with thumping kick, he'd probably kick a goal from 50 anyway.
Yeah, of course he's.
So
brother is the assistant coach at Buffs.
Yes,
got in the huddle and said, get under the skin of me brother. Make sure you get into him.
It's a bit like last night's game at DXC, Nat. We had Motlop versus Motlop.
Yep.
And now we've got Anderson versus Anderson. On the coaching and playing side of it, of course.
Yeah, I was hoping that Thomas Motlop was going to play last night. He's done an injury, of course, but it would have been the first time, I reckon, that he played against his brother, Marlon. Well, interesting.
What's happening here?
Ross takes it out of the pack, has a shot on goal, and short of kicked that one. That's a costly miss there by Jonathan Ross. Kicked one in the first quarter, but that was a gettable goal. Had more time and space and just rushed it.
Tash, in a bit of a scoop for AFL and TTV, I can tell you that Thomas Motlop has actually retired.
So he
informed us last night that his playing career is over. He wants to get into the media.
Okay, yeah.
He's got a very bad driver injury anyway, which would have kept him out for another 2 or 3 weeks at least.
Yeah, he got himself into good shape leading into this season as well. But, you know, good call, and what a decorated career Thomas Motlop.
Fantastic player, yeah. He was approaching 250-odd games, I reckon.
Yeah.
And, of course, he won the best on ground in the grand final for Wanderers.
Yeah, he's been a classy play, that's for sure. Good mark taken back there by Brendan Rusker. Goes wide to Fijo. Let's see what their rebound's like here. There's a big ruckman. Gives it back to the running player. They're on here. Buff side just held up well there by Nathan Stewart. Advantage played. Oh, cruel turnover there by Fijo. And here comes Eldridge. Can have a third. Geez, he's run a long way between that last bounce.
Almost a one-hander.
Couldn't take it. Now he handballs over to a teammate. Under pressure here, Pembleton. Dispossessed, that's dropping the footy. The umpire's letting it all go now. Ahmad Watkins gives a handball back to a teammate. Lachlan Hill has a shot on goal. It's missed everything, and it's going to be a boundary throw and deep in the left forward pocket here for the Darwin Buffaloes. Geez, the umpire put the whistle away then.
It's away to the left, yes, and I can tell you that.
Hits the post halfway up. He was knocked over as he kicked the footy, but the umpire said that was in the kicking action.
Gee, that must be the 3rd or 4th post of this game already. The major uprighter certainly copped it.
It looked like it was going through from where we were, Gray, but the wind again just grabbed it. And
yes, they've got to start listening to your instructions, Tash, because you've been spot on.
They switch the play. Sharples takes the mark. He has Campbell, but goes further afield to James. Good mark, under pressure there by Jed Anderson. Close to the boundary line. We're just ticked into time on. Poor kick. Red here by the Crocs, but not much to kick to. Has to turn around and wait.
Here he is again, Antonio James.
So
working his way into the game too, Tash.
A few costly
from a half-back flank.
Yeah, a few costly turnovers here at the moment for the Crocs.
In fact, with the thumping kick.
So underneath it is Mensch in the back. The umpire let that go. Mensch picks it up now. Handballs to a teammate to Stewart. Stewart, can he hit Ahmad Watkins? He can. Well done. So Ahmad Watkins has 3 goals already, 2 in the first quarter, 1 in the second, and is lining up for his 4th.
Terrific bit of play by Baxter Mensa. The handball over the top to Stewart, and Stewart sort of zoned in on Ahmad Watkins. So good play by the Buffaloes, and they're going back to kick goal number 6, is it? Yeah.
Yep. So Southern District's in front by 2 points at the moment.
And Watkins for his 4th.
So this will get them 4 points up if he can kick this. Going for that and it's gone. I know it's still in the field of play. Nearly a mark taken back there, but it's touched over the line. So Bolt again has to hand it back to the umpire. Boundary throw in deep in the left forward pocket here for the Darwin Buffaloes. They set Stafford against Ryan. Stafford goes in again. Handballs the ball out of the pack. There's Anderson. Well done by Anderson.
Very clever, yeah.
But a clearing kick. So Ross versus Moroney. Moroney usually good on one-on-one contests. They both misread the bounce of the ball there. Now they both dive on top of it. And the umpire's going to ball it up just forward to centre wing here for the Crocs. We've gone 22 minutes. And the Buffaloes have kicked 1 goal in this quarter and Crocs have kicked 2. So there won't be much time on in this quarter.
Doesn't sound like it. These two sides, he went too.
The umpire said that's okay. Then they go in hard for George, picked up by Staunton. Staunton with the handball back to a teammate. They're shuffling it around. Staunton tried to get it to the ruckman. Jed Anderson's there. Now the ruckman has a ping on goal and he's kicked. Oh, he's just missed it. They looked like they were celebrating there, but I actually think that Waistcoat was putting his hands up because he thinks the ruckman should have probably kicked it to him, chipped it over the top to the goal square.
Well, Big White, he had a shot. It looked pretty good too, but you're right, it just missed. So that extends their lead though, doesn't it?
Yes, by 3 points now. So 5-4-34 plays 5-7-37.
And there it is.
That's half-time here at Cazalys. So Southern District's in the lead, 5-7-37. Darwin Buffaloes 5-4-34. 3-point lead here to Southern Districts, and we'll be back shortly with the second half.
You are one of over 148,000 people living in an area at risk of being affected by a cyclone this wet season. In your cyclone kit, you'll need a battery-operated radio, a torch with spare batteries, enough food, and at least 10 litres of water per person to sustain you and your family for 72 hours or more. All important documentation such as passports, treasured photos, and insurance policies should be kept in a safe and waterproof place. Be prepared this wet season.
Long left foot kick inside forward 50, looking for Calder down there. Got his hands to the ball, but spilled it. There's a snapshot on goal. Looks pretty good, and it's gone straight through the middle for the first goal of the game. Loose ball at half forward. Hand pass comes back with Klusky's in the action again, but coughs it up, and here's a snapshot from goal from out wide. Looks good. It is good. It's straight through from Luke McConnell out here, close to the boundary line, and a fantastic finish. Again, Saints around the pack, just too clean with the hands and get the long kick in. Here's a chance, top of the goal square once again. It's kicked off the ground. It's another St Mary's goal. They're celebrating down there once again himself, and just flicks it over the top to over end kicks inside forward 50, and that's a good mark in between a couple of Saints players, and it's the captain. No, it's not. It's Brad Ryan, in fact. His brother, who's up forward.
On 27 minutes here, so the siren's going to go. Passes it off.
Handed it off to Williams, who ducks one way, then the other. Eventually gets around, has a kick at goal, and he's just got it over the hands on the goal line. So a couple of really important late goals here for Pint. Saints have rebounded again. Calder with the hand pass over the top. Dylan Lant throws it across his boot, and that's a fantastic finish from deep in that left forward pocket. A check side kick on the left foot. Gets it out into space at half forward. It's bouncing out here. It's going to be a foot race to get there. Oh, the bounce doesn't favour Pint. It does favour Jackson Calder, who swings around on the right boot. He's signalling to the crowd as the ball's halfway there. He knew exactly the shape that it was going to take, and he's hooked that one back for another goal. Churgwin, who eventually has the ball caught underneath him. It's squirted out now. Here's a chance for Pint. The snapshot for goal looks good. I think it is. It's straight through the middle And that's a terrific finish by Jed Connolly. Out there wide at half forward. He looks to go short. He's just dropped it short of Souter. He picks it up on the half while he gets a hand pass. Parides running through, receives, has a snapshot at goal. And I think he's done it again. He has. So pint the chances. Chalmers swings around on the right beat, kicks inside forward 50. There's danger here as it's toe-poked off the ground and through. That was Holt Fitz, I think, and almost an accidental goal. Calder gets a fist to it. Klusky runs onto it, runs back inboards, hooks over his shoulder, if you don't mind. And, gee, there was plenty of traffic out there, plenty of white jumpers around him, but he just managed to find a metre of space and got it onto the right foot over the shoulder, and another beautiful finish. Bowls over his opposite number and wins the hit out. Cleverly out of the air was Robinson on the left foot, gets it into the danger spot. Calder hand passes over the top. He's got Jack Lant running in on the left foot, and Jack Lant, one of Saints' multiple goal kickers, adds another to his tally. And
maybe a bit of work more on their defence, or you know, that's the siren, I think, as well to end this game.
Go. Yeah, I think most players on the field are pretty happy that siren's gone. But there's just things that they've got to get right, and certainly going into attack, you know, we saw early in the first quarter they bombed the ball a lot, and Saints just ate that up. Of it in the opening minutes of this quarter. Kicks wide. He's got players in space out there, and that might be Bolch again. I think he's got a long shot. He likes it. He's celebrating, and through for another goal. So now as they find a target forward, and Puruntuta Mary Dunn gets the kick in. It's Brendan Cantilla at ground level, swings it around, and through for Tiwi's first goal. Has done brilliantly to trap that, and kicks inside 50, ground level. Bolch shrugs the tackles, swings around across the beat, and this time he makes no mistake. Darwin inside forward 50, ball stumped away, but they've got the numbers at ground level. It's Bolch again, kicking long towards goal. I think he's got another one. That goal umpire says yes. We're underway again. Carlson Cantilla with that hit out of the ruck contest down to Brendan Cantilla, and he drills the pass out in front to Ross Tungatala.
Part of this young Tiwi Bombers side have someone like Rocco back in the side again with them.
Look at the
kick. There's nothing old about that kick.
No, sensational. So Iris Raymond on the outer wing. Raymond drills a pass into Stafford, sliding on his knees, takes a mark now. He plays on, runs away from the player on the mark, kicks towards goal, and he's kicked the goal, just snuck it inside that left-hand goal post. But inside forward 50. Well, the mark spilt down there, and Paddy Heenan at ground level picks it up eventually, shrugs the tackle off, kicks towards goal. It's going into the goal square. Cleverly left down there by Thaddeus Port Jimmy. It was some strong body work by Heenan, just shoved his opponent out the way. It slips out the back now, and Thompson's going to run onto this one. If he can pick it up cleanly, he does. Goes on with the check side from about 15 metres out directly in front.
Or just possession.
So Stokes wins it from the hit out, on the left foot, swings towards goal. Jared Stokes, the captain. How many times have we seen that, Tara, over the years? And just another clinical finish. Bit of a fumble before it came over the top, and now it's back in the hands of Raymond out there in the forward pocket. The ball's gone forward, and that's going to be the easiest of goals to Nick Yarran as the hand pass came over the top, and he just walked into the goal line and put it through Brendan Cantilla goes forward again. Puruntatameri done. Swings a hand pass back to Cantilla. He's got some space, runs in with a bounce now, kicks towards goal, and he's put it through. So a quick reply to Tiwi. That was good running football. Up to Premier League now. As Paddy Heenan gets on the end of this one, runs onto it with a bounce, kicks on the outside of the boot to the advantage of Gibson Turner. Turner tries to bounce it through and does so. Probably could have chipped a drop punt through from there, but across the boot and dribbled it through the wing. It's a bit misdirected, but allows Bolch to run onto it. Hand pass up to Mensch. Mensch has Munkara out the back and also Chris Williams down there. It goes through Williams' hands. The hand pass comes to Munkara eventually. He swings around on the left foot, hooks the ball back, and that's another goal to Darwin in the final quarter here, and another fantastic finish. This time William Munkara from behind, and swooping on it down there was Antonio James. Got the hand pass across as the siren goes to end the game. It's a comfortable margin for Darwin Buffaloes in the end, but
season so far, started the year off so well, as the first takeaway from the middle will come to Arbon of Wanderers, but the mark has been... Did he kick the wrong way then, or I missed the player? Taken on the chest. Someone's confused. I'm not sure it's me or the players, but my eyes are just settling into the bright sunshine as the kick from directly in front from Jack O'Sullivan, and it's the opening goal inside the first 40 seconds, grade to Waratah. Out there today for Waratah. Great.
No, you're on the money there, Rob. There's a lot of players to come back.
Here's the dangerous Munkara. He ran onto the ball from 50. Beautiful strike of the footy, and Munkara kicks the first of, I reckon, quite a few today. Great. 4-5 to 3 behinds.
But here they come again.
Yeah. Henry White's doing a few nice things. Centering ball is good. The mark is taken at centre half forward by Marley King going into quarter time. King's been good. Just crosses 50. Plenty of distance. It swings from left to right and goes through for a much needed goal for Wanderers. Well played. Taylor wasn't great. Arbon left it for his teammate, and that's poor play by Wanderers. Comes to Magro. There are 4 red jumpers around the footy. Magro loops the handball to O'Sullivan, who now has 3. And that was poor defence, mucked up by Arbon and Taylor.
There was Anthony Munkara getting it out to Carroll.
Yep, Carroll in towards the pocket. Hutt's centering ball. A superb play on the call, though. Taken by Magro. Shrug the tackle. Snap on goal. He's got 3. Well played, Waratah. Up goes Kiranua. Too tall for him. Hutt at the back of the pack. Tight angle. Runs around. Snap from 15 metres. And finally they get another goal. First goal for Toby Hutt for the afternoon. Cassidy, watch out, Easter's coming hard. Gives it inboard to Pulling, back to McKenzie. He juggles the footy, shrugs the tackle. This will be a terrific goal by McKenzie. Great way to start the third quarter. Takeaway. Up to half forward. McKenzie again. Might have 2 in 20 seconds. He has. What a great goal that is. Oh, it's child's play out there. Kicks in towards half forward. Out on a long lead comes O'Sullivan. Little kick over the top was good. Kirby runs onto the footy. Big Arnold bangs his first through for the afternoon, and much deserved as well. He brought away by White. Play on the call. Comes to Cassidy. Sweeps the handball over the top. Unselfish to McKenzie. Back to Carroll. Runs to 30 metres, and a great goal by Waratah. Unselfish football inside the forward 50. Sore fist, wouldn't he?
Which is a terrible thing to get in football, of course. Here's a go for Munkara.
On the left boot, Munkara gets his second. Finally it comes for Anthony Munkara. 21st for Waratah.
It's just been a regular occurrence.
They might get a late goal, but there once more on the half volley. Handball back to McLean. Oh, the kick was smothered, but it ricochets back, and Braden McLean gets Wanderers' third goal. Well, that's a little bit of good fortune 70 from goal, plays on quickly, wants Magro once more, gets the spill, handball over the top unselfishly. Hutt gives it back for 10 to Magro. Is it 10 or 9? 10.
I think that's 9.
9, I'm too excited. For a 131-point win. He's away to the right-hand side, and it's a behind only. So Waratah finish a massive tally of 23-16, 154 to 310-28. What a performance by the Tars.
Looking for a fun day out with your family or friends? Putt on over to Palmerston Mini Golf. With our beautifully landscaped course suitable for all ages, you'll have a blast playing mini golf here at Palmerston. We offer the perfect setting for kids' birthday parties, complete with special packages to make their day unforgettable. And if you're looking to have some fun with your mates, we have you covered too. Play during the day or under lights. We're open until 10 p.m.
And we'll see you around Palmerston Mini Golf.
Find us at the Palmerston Golf and Country Club.
And he's up against Gook. Brander just pushes Gook out of the way, picks the ball up, kicks on goal, and Brander has nailed it. He rucked, he roved, and he kicked the goal.
Yep, Brander got that one. Get himself on the scoreboard early after 5 last week.
He's got to keep there.
Kicks it off to Johnson. Bit of time and space. Oh, poor kick to Stanley, but Stanley gathered the footy, chips it over. I'm not quite sure who was kicking that to, because the only person that was going to take that was Stewart. Stewart tries to go back to Clark. Maroney's in there. Ross grabs him. Baxter Mensch handballs back to Clark. Clark, player on in the middle there in Bradley Stokes, gives it to his brother Jared, the captain. Drills it in the 50. A lovely kick and lace out once again by Jared Stokes to Daniel Stafford.
And this is about his perfect distance. Tash, we saw him kick one early in the first quarter from about this area.
Yeah, it is. And I think I just heard Shannon Ruskar get the runner to run out to Taj Stanley, and he is not happy with that kick that resulted in the turnover. So
not enough applied to him, not enough pressure, you think?
No, it was that chip kick that he kicked it to two Buffaloes pretty much, and Nathan Stewart took it. Oh, he's kicked it and he snuck it in. So Stafford has his second goal, and Buffalo start the third quarter, with a goal on the board that takes them to the lead, 2 points.
Still nothing in this game, is there? Ball going from one end to the other.
So Buffs retake the lead.
First goal of the third quarter to the Double Blues.
So come back to the middle. So Stafford kicked a goal in the first, now one in this third. Good start. Definitely the scoring end to the left of your screen.
Yes, the breeze blowing down that way. How many goals in that, do you think?
Oh.
Probably one or two.
Yeah, good two, I reckon. So back in the middle, good work, Stewart again, up against the bigger ruckman. Johnson handballs to Anderson. Anderson further afield there to Rigney, sorry. Goes down. Ross made a contest of it. There's the big ruckman, Ryan. Drills it in, misses everybody. And the umpire has found a free kick, and it's going the way of Brander, I think it is.
Yes, must have
Brander or Dowhouse? No, Brander. So that was against Eldridge, I feel.
Must have happened off the ball, that one.
Yeah, not quite sure what was in that one, but Brander. Maybe Eldridge just got caught undersized there and just panicked a bit against the bigger man, and So Brander has kicked 2 goals, looking for his third.
It's a pretty tough shot from there too.
Yeah, 45-degree angle. This is where really needs to aim for the left, especially from that pocket. In the footy, oh, the umpire giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, opportunity. Did he have the opportunity to get rid of it? That's the question, I guess.
Oh, I think his first thought when he had that footy was to keep running. I think he thought he had more time and space there. He decided to take possession. Here's George. Handball's out to his captain in Staunton. Been a little bit quiet, Staunton. Gets it to Brander. Oh, big, strong hands. So Kelvin Williams.
He did everything he could, but just the hands, they were like vices.
They're like glue. Once he got his hands on that footy, it wasn't going anywhere. So he just missed one that hit pretty much nearly the top of the goal post. So
what's the word they use now? Clunking.
Yeah, clunk.
He clunked it.
He clunked it.
And here he is, big Brander.
So,
about 45 out, do you think?
Yeah. He'll kick it from 50 to see that paint.
Same angle, different side.
Yeah, for that left. Oh, this time it's better, and he's nailed it. Big Brander has his third. Crocs reply. Takes them back to the lead by 5 points.
That's his fourth, I reckon, Tash. By me, anyway.
No, you could kick the...
He's got 2 this quarter.
No, they've only kicked 1 goal this quarter. He missed it. It hit the post.
I must have given him the goal before. Oh, well, I was very generous. Yes, a very nice kick, that one.
Yes, sir.
So what does that make the score?
6-4-40 to 6-9-45.
So District's back out to a 5-point lead. Been going how long in this quarter?
6.5.
So there's still nothing in it?
Yeah, so Matt Watkins has kicked 3, now Brander 3. And a free kick
here.
So a block. And it's going to Sharp. Oh, no, Palmer, sorry. So Palmer goes long, looking for Stafford. It goes over his head, and again, well read by Mazzini.
He's done a good job in the last quarter and a half on Stafford.
Mazzini to Johnson. Where do they go to next? Buffalo's a manned up here. Up through the corridor. Is that Rigney? Rigney plays on. Or doesn't get the carry off. Fortunately, into Fijo's arms. Drills the footy. That did not go over 1 metre in height. And that was a bullet-like pass to Dalhouse.
It's what they used to call a stab pass, except it wasn't a drop kick.
Yeah, you don't see stab passes like that very often anymore. That was a brilliant kick. And it seems to be these days, the 15, 20 metre stab pass seems to be the hardest kick in footy these days.
It is, yeah.
It's quite funny because it used to be the precise kick, now it's not. And he's
missed away to the left.
Snagged that one to get stuck into. Mensch thought he got in his back there, but umpire said that was okay.
Scramble on the other side. They're still going in hard. We're nearly halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, George has gone on the ball. So there's Ryan. Mensch sharked it, gave it to Clark. Clark, play by himself, just misread that ball.
Coleman, yes.
Of Matt Watkins. James tries to hit his captain. Overrun it with Seaton Kernoff. Wraps up his opponent. Fijo just taps it out to a teammate in Bowden. Now Schwartz. Buffalo's player fell over. There's Trent Burgoyne. Gets the footy close to the boundary. They tried to give it back to Burgoyne there that kept running, but didn't hit their target. Out of bounds for a boundary throw and directly on centre wing, the far side of the ground here at Cazalys.
Still nothing in it. 6-point lead now to Southern District. We're almost halfway through the third quarter.
So Palmer against Ryan. They're just trying to outbody him. Schwartz. Look away handball, lands in the arms of Burgoyne. Burgoyne, nice kick out in front to his forward. Couldn't take the mark there. Was Bolch. Gets it to Baxter Mensch. And it was stolen here.
Great tackle.
Stanley, but run down by Seaton Kernoff. So Seaton Kernoff.
And a bit of an eruption from the District's bench on that. I'm not too happy with the guy getting run down.
Apologise if you could hear that. We can't bleep out live coverage, of course. So good body work by Ross. Oh, and then he's taken to ground. The umpire lets it go, but he was high. Then he's taken high. That's 50. That is 50.
And this is AFL&T's coverage of the round 6 game between the Darwin Buffaloes and Southern Districts at Cazalys Arena. And you're watching this clash live right around Australia.
So go long. Stafford, looking for Matt Watkins. Used his body well there. Crocs player, but a turnover. Baxter Mensch to Stewart. Stewart drills it and he's kicked it. Well done, Nathan Stewart. Had a great game so far and deserves the goal.
He's had a game to remember, Tasha, and he certainly, and that probably, highlights his game. A very smart snap from about 30 metres out. And that's put his side back within the goal. Just when it looked like Districts were starting to get on top.
So 7-4, 46 Districts, 7-10 at 52. They've had 17 scoring shots to 11.
So they've had 6 more scoring shots, Districts, but they're only a goal in front.
But in saying that, I think they've had 3 posters and Buffaloes have had 2 posters. So
there's been 5 posters. It's been an incredible game.
I think there's been roughly 5 posters so far today.
So Stewart's had to run back to the middle of the ground to take this against Big White, and he wins it easily.
Just ticking on 16 minutes in the third. Jared Stokes off the left, just chips it into the forward line. Comes out to Coleman. Coleman to Coco Nicky, and he snapped one. We've got a tied game once again here at Cazalys, round 6.
The topsy-turvy game continues. 2 quick goals by the Buffaloes just when it looked like they had the staggers, and we're back on even terms. It's a tie.
52 apiece. 8-4 52, 7-10 52.
That's Coleman's first goal,
and I think that was Coco Nicky.
Number, I missed him.
19.
Okay, we'll get that. So yes, it's certainly a game of changing fortunes. 2 opportunist goals there too by the Buffaloes.
Shannon Ruska's just gone down to the bench to talk to one of his players down there. Oh, both up high. Ryan landed heavily on his back as they both pick himself up. Buffaloes go forward. Punched away, picked up there by Crocs defender, having a bounce. That's Burgess. Burgess goes long, one-on-one. Well done, Trent Burgoyne, but the umpire said over the shoulder. Wasn't much in that. I've seen a few others go today that haven't been called. To Brander. That was over the shoulder as well. The umpire said that's okay. Wormburner into his forwards. It's been chopped off here. Burgoyne with a clearing kick. Lovely kick. Williams has space. That's Chris.
Well, you come off Dean Staunton for a bit of a spell. You go straight to the coach. They're going to converse over something. But it's not the skipper. It's
it's Maney.
Ethan Maney.
Hasn't had a big impact, but he's usually racks up a few possessions, Maney. Haven't called him much today.
So the coaching staff talking to him over there.
So Ryan,
Dave
when's
Bunner.
the tap out? Again.
Here they come again.
Nicky Yaron. So they've won the taps, the hit-outs, the Crocs, but I reckon Buffaloes have won the clearances for sure. And there's Baxter Mensch, and he's put his hand up. No, he's going to have a shot on goal here, Baxter Mensch.
One thing's for sure, Tash, the distance won't worry him.
No, he's got that kick.
Thumping left foot kick, yeah, but accuracy will be the question.
So
if he kicks this will be 4 goals in about 4 minutes.
Yeah, yep, goal a minute to really turn it on its head. He goes long. It doesn't look pretty off the boot. Not his better kicks, and it squeezes it in for a minor score. Takes him to the lead by 7. 9-5 59 plays 7-10 52. We've gone 19 and a half minutes in this third quarter.
So we tick towards time on.
So I'm just waiting. Tick out duties here. Burgess, I think that might be.
Looks like he's going to favour the scoreboard flank.
I think that's Burgess out there. There's Long. 1-on-1. The big ruckman, and Stewart's taken the mark, claimed the mark. The umpire said
like
no.
It, didn't it, there?
Ross. There's Ryan. Gets boot to ball, parked underneath it is Eldridge. Punched out of his hands. Maroney comes through, gets it to Mensch. Mensch Out wide to Matty Campbell. Campbell, Mr. Reliable.
Oh, that's
out
a
wide
nice
to
mark. Very nice mark.
Bradley Stokes. Bradley Stokes wheels around. Goes long, pops it up for Matt Watkins. At the back is Rusker. He's got a bit of speed. No one's, you can hear them yelling out move. No one's moving to that side. Now they finally get over there. So Johnson has the footy.
Major turnaround out here, not kick on 3, the Buffaloes.
Buffaloes with all the players here, but it comes to ground. There's Johnson. Johnson raking hand.
Posted and swung in nicely, and another goal to Coco Nicky.
Yeah, back to 7 points of difference, 23.5 minutes in the third. So what have we got? Buffs have kicked 5 goals to 3.
So it's been 8-goal quarter, so we're expecting another 4 or 5 minutes, Tash.
Yeah, we've got to. So once again, that
few hands on hips now. The players looking a bit tired. It's been a tough game.
It's been a hard physical game as well.
And it's physical as well. Yeah, they've been running, and also the physical contest have taken a bit out of the players. Certainly match of the round. Been a beauty.
The umpire tosses it up. Ryan taken without the footy there. Umpire said, yep,
he saw
Coleman.
it, yep.
Played for it. He made sure the umpire had seen it was there, but he made sure the umpire saw it.
He definitely milked it for what it was worth.
Coleman uses the breeze. Look at that lethal leg. And, juggled mark snap. Pushed out of their hands. Stafford coming through. Sharples couldn't pick it up. Mazzini's got it now. Good Shepherd applied. Here's the Crocs trying to come out of the defensive 50. Bowden with 2 to beat. Handballs to a teammate. Stanley goes inboard, needs to hold up there. Well done there by Trent Burgoyne. They were on there. The Crocs just held him up. Stanley kept running, has a bit of time and space, can chip it in. Here's Staunton, got away from his opponent Burgoyne, and he's held up right on the paint to 50.
He's got a lead there from Ross, but no, he backed off.
Here's Brandon now, just puts it into the big man, and a good mark. Good kick to the advantage of the big fella. Had to get down low, but he clunked it.
Yeah, so I think Staunton keeping it low was the right way to go, even though he's a big fellow, because it gave him an opportunity to get in front and stay in front.
Made him work, but this is a tough kick, this one. Tight against you can see he's about 5 metres in from the boundary. We've gone 25.5. This to put them back, trailing by a point. There's 7 points the difference here. And it's coming around. That's a good kick by Branda. And in the balcony is all the district supporters, and that's where he celebrated with. So Big Branda's kicked his 4th.
I think he also let some Buffalo Buffalo fans know all about it too.
I reckon they were just giving him some advice on how to kick that.
Of course,
the goal, as you'd imagine with the Buff supporters.
I can just imagine some of the comments here. But that's a very important goal for districts because it's put them.
They're a point behind now. 1
point behind only. That's right. They were down by 7. But a lovely goal by the big fellow. He lined that up. He definitely meant the kick and went straight through. Did not move at all.
Yeah, it's pretty intimidating as a forward or a back, a defensive person down there, because that balcony hangs really close to that boundary. And I tell you what, you get it. I know with Magpies, I love it when it's my team. Of course, but I feel for the opposition, because I tell you what, it's like they're sitting on top of you yelling at you.
Ooh.
So Crocs then go forward, accidental trip there. Kelvin Williams absolutely smashed in that tackle, comes out here to George. George gets it off to Schwartz. Schwartz can have a shot on goal. He does, and he's kicked it. He's put him in front. Wow. So just when we thought the Buffaloes were going to kick away a bit, so Districts were in front by 12, then Buffaloes got in front by 12, and now we've got 5 points of difference.
It reminds me of one of those old clocks, the old hand that's going back and forward, the momentum. It's unbelievable here.
And those grandfather clocks, with
the old pendulum.
That's it.
And here we are. Buffalo kicked 3 goals in 3.5 minutes, and Districts have kicked the last couple to get back in front. So it's anybody's game, Tash.
So 5 points of difference.
Easily the game of the season.
10-5-65, Districts 10-10-70, 27.5 minutes. Won't be much longer left in this quarter. 10 goals kicked in it though. 5 goals apiece for the quarter.
Yes, which will stretch the quarter out, you think, to about 30 minutes.
Once again, the clearance here. Maney goes to ground. Oh, good pickup. Running through was Jed Anderson. Tap to advantage is Rigney here. Doesn't have much support, but wheels around. Oh, the mark was dropped there by Burgoyne under pressure. Here's Anderson taken high. So Bradley Stokes got him high, and Jed Anderson has already kicked a goal off the 50-metre penalty when he was taken to the goal line. And I reckon he's getting a few, you can hear a few of the crowd. So
taking his time too, as good players do. You never rush these type of shots, Stace, and Ando's making sure that he got all his preparation right.
Yeah, such a gifted player. Loved watching him play Thunder. Play for my brothers Kangaroos. It looks good as he snuck it in. He has. He's got two. Jed Anderson, and he's happy with that one. Look at them all get around him. This is a big game for him, crossing over to Southern Districts in front of all his family that have generations and generations with Buffaloes, with his grandfather Jimmy Anderson, of course.
Yes, the magnificent Jimmy Anderson. What a footballer he was.
Yeah, and he always, when I first got the Buffett's team going at Buffaloes, he was a big supporter of it, Jimmy. Always appreciated that. Didn't have that many gentlemen in the game that supported women's footy.
And look what the Buffaloes have done. They've put Big Stafford into the ruck, as I predicted, in the first minute. But it's taken, a long time, but he's in there.
Yeah, because Ryan now, this will be the fourth clearance in a row if they can get it out. Picked his pocket there was Nicky Yarran. They're going backwards here. Yarran under pressure. Gets his kick away. Eldridge. Geez, the runner's in the way there. Geez, you got to get the runner.
You think the Buffaloes?
Stokesy there.
I think the Buffaloes need to respond to Tash. Even though they did kick 3 in 3 minutes, they need to do something like it again.
So
they've got time.
There's the siren for three-quarter time. So what a comeback. They got in front, Districts by 2 goals. Then Buffaloes got in front by 2 goals. And now Districts get themselves back in front. So 11-point difference here. 10-5-65, 11-10, 76. This is three-quarter time. We'll be back with an exciting last quarter shortly.
Cazalys Palmerston Club. Come and check out our cafe, open 7 days a week. Our kids club is open Wednesday to Sunday nights, including weekend lunchtime. Enjoy hot meals with nightly specials at the bistro or cold drinks at the sports bar. Feeling lucky? Have a go at the latest machines in our gaming lounge or grab your mates for a round of pool. Family gatherings or casual meetings, we have something for everyone. Cazalys Palmerston Club, making a difference. Love exploring the territory? If you do, it's good to know that with TIO Comprehensive Car Insurance, if you have an accident covered by your policy, we're here to help with the reasonable costs of towing, as well as your additional emergency accommodation and travelling costs. So get out there and explore. Get a quote today. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Cazalys Arena for the big round 6 clash, and match of the round definitely between the Darwin Buffaloes and Southern Districts. And Tash